And thank you for joining us here at WBTV for our Week 7 broadcast of the Western Boone football season. Tonight, the Southmont Mounties are hosting the Western Boone Stars for a Sagamore Conference game. The Stars are ranked number 3 in the conference, while the Mounties are ranked number 4. My name is Colin Marth, filling in play-by-play for Maggie Michael, and beside me is Matt Foxworthy filling color commentary. Weather tonight looks to be very nice for our players, with some clouds and a nice cool 75 degrees and dropping for the rest of the night. So, Fox, last week the Stars absolutely dominated the 5A Hammond Central Wolves. We saw a lot of runs and an outstanding defense from the Stars. Do you think that'll carry over during tonight's game?
Yeah, I think confidence, anytime you can have confidence coming into a game, and we certainly have confidence rolling into this game, especially after beating a big school like Hammond Central last week. And it's going to be a fun game tonight because we are rolling. We know how to win. We have a great coach, a great staff, and a great team.
Absolutely. And the Mounties hold a very heavy rushing game this season, very similar to Western Boone's. So how can each team expect to match up with such similar offenses?
Yeah, I mean, I think you need to establish the run game early, but you still need to pass. You know, you still need to be a balanced team. You still need to be able to move the ball, and especially in those third and long situations, you got to capitalize, and you got to be able to move the chains.
Absolutely. I think one of the keys tonight for Western Boone is going to be their passing game. Of course, I'm sure the Mounties are expecting Western Boone to be a very rush-heavy team. As we can see from their stats, for the season, they have 1,286 rushing yards compared to their 715 passing yards, which I'm sure is greater than it was last year in comparison. But, of course, the Mounties are a very rush-heavy team with 1,300 rushing yards this season and only 410 passing yards. So I'm sure their D-line is going to be very heavy-centered, expecting a lot of runs from Western Boone. But Weibo has really been focusing on getting their passing game, up and worked on this season, and they're doing pretty well with it. So tonight we should expect to see some of that.
Yeah, Elliott, he obviously he knows how to win, and he can throw the ball. I just want to make sure, Coach Pelly give him the green light. Let's throw that ball, Elliott. Let's get down the field.
Absolutely, and he is a great leader as a quarterback for the Stars. Last season, he was filling in those shoes for Spencer Wright, really trying to get, on the ropes, and he did a really great job of that last year. But this year he's been an exceptional quarterback for the Stars. He, knows exactly what to do. Whenever he needs to do a quarterback keeper, he'll always, get a first down or a touchdown. There have only been a couple of instances this season that I can think of where he hasn't gotten a first down or a touchdown just because of the amount of pressure he had. He kind of had to run the ball there. But he's not trying to showboat at all. He really cares about his team and getting everybody out there and just, getting those victories.
Yeah, and let's face it. I mean, filling the shoes of Spencer Wright, that's tough. And he came in and he grew so much last year. He's got a unique style that works for Elliott Young. And it works for this team as well.
Exactly. And filling shoes for this season, I mean, we had Robbie Taylor last year for the Stars. He was an outstanding running back. I mean, one of the best that I think I've ever seen in high school football. He could get the ball and just carry 5 guys on his back for a good 20 yards before being taken down. And Cannon Bruns and Trevor Weekly have been trying to fill those shoes, and they're doing an outstanding job as well. Trevor Weekly especially, with his runs this season.
Yeah, he had a lot of touches last week, and it's fun to see Cannon when he gets a touch because that young man, he has a future, and he's going to continue to grow in the Western Boone program here.
Yeah, and this season, Trevor Weekly, as a rusher, he has 69 attempts on the season for 444 yards. That is extremely impressive. Overall this season, he has 6 rushing touchdowns. Cannon Bruns, on the other hand, he has 30 attempts, not as many, but he does have a decent amount of yards, 180, sitting on those 30 attempts. And for him, he has a good 40, or not 40, my apologies there, 4 touchdowns on the season. 40 touchdowns, that would be something.
That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be an even better season. Yeah.
Absolutely. And when it comes to Southmont for their rushing game, their number 1 rusher is Wyatt Woodall, number 9. And I talked to Coach Pelly today, and he told me to really watch out for Woodall tonight. He has 90 attempts on this season, 603 yards, and he has 4 touchdowns for the season.
Yeah, and if you're a Western Boone fan, you're going to probably be hearing this name for a while because Woodall is only a sophomore. So he's going to be a thorn in the side of Coach Pelly here for a couple more years because this young man has had an outstanding season so far, and expect to be calling his number quite a bit tonight.
Absolutely. He is just a beast out there this season already, and it's very interesting to watch these younger guys really get out there on both teams. Especially Western Boone, we've seen so many young guys get out there on the field, and it's just very nice to see them get out there and get that experience and show what they've got. Because we see a lot of young guys who don't get a whole lot of playing time just because they're underclassmen, but when they do get that playing time towards the end of the game, they're just on fire, and it just gets you excited to see what they're going to do in these upcoming seasons.
Right. It's coaching. I mean, our coaches are getting those kids ready to go, and it's next man up. And when we lose a quality player due to graduation, it's funny how it's amazing, to be honest with you, how those underclassmen step up and just continue to move us forward.
And a team like Western Boone especially, Coach Pelly puts a major focus on getting his younger guys that experience so that they can fill in those shoes extremely well, which we've seen plenty of this season. Absolutely, with Spencer Wright being gone, Elliott Young filling those shoes very well. Like I said, Robbie Taylor being gone, and Garrett Morton filling the shoes of Connor Garrity this season. He's been an absolutely amazing receiver for the Stars, being able to run as fast as he can out there.
Right.
We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. Here we are back again with the Western Boone versus Tri-West game here, or not Tri-West, my apologies, Southmont game here at Southmont. The Mounties are 5-1 this season. The Stars are 4-2. Really great season for both teams overall. The only loss that Southmont has had was last week against Danville, and it wasn't too bad of a loss for them. I don't think they scored it all during that game, but of course Danville's a very tough school to go against. Part of the Sagamore Conference as well. So, of course that'll bring them down a little bit. But of course, Danville is a very tough school to go against. But tonight I do expect to see a pretty even game from what I've seen. Running my stats, I just am expecting a very even game, very close, and just a lot of great plays overall from both teams. I'm very excited for it tonight.
Yep, it's going to be a great night, and Southmont needs to get that loss out of their head from last week. They're a good team, and here comes Southmont right now onto the field. You got to forget about that loss. It's today. We're worrying about Western Boone, and they're gonna fight hard. I know they will.
I had interviews with both Elliott Young and Coach Pelly for the Stars, and one thing that they both noted was their victories over the past 2 weeks. They were tremendous for them. But they're not going to let that get to their head. They're going to go into this with the same mindset that they do with every game. Pelly's big saying this season has been, take it one game at a time, and that's been serving Western Boone extremely well. They've been going into every game with a new mindset, really focusing on those basic things that they do best. Elliott Young, one of his favorite things to talk to me about is, just doing what they do best and going out there and just doing what they love, and that's playing football and playing it well. So every game is a new adventure for the Stars. It's a new opportunity for them. So I am just extremely excited to see what happens tonight.
Yep, I'm very excited to be here. 29 years in broadcasting, have never done a game. So thank you for letting me hang out with you tonight. I am really excited to be here. And what a beautiful press box we're in. What a beautiful facility here at Southmont. it's a great night
Absolutely.
for football.
I only have a couple of months of experience with broadcasting, but,
Well, you're going to take care of me tonight, and I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. Like you mentioned, Southmont has probably one of the best press boxes I've ever been in. They got air conditioning in here.
Yeah, it's chilly in here.
Yeah, not something you see every day. I'm used to Western Boone having their press box that's way up there, pretty hot. But this, I'm feeling nice and cool. I'm kind of wishing I would have brought a sweatshirt for tonight.
Yep, it may get a little chilly in here later, but I think it's going to heat up here in the stadium. All right, the captains are heading out right now.
Coach Pelly is extremely proud of his captains for the leadership that they show. For Western Boone, those captains are Casey Baird, number 22, number 18, Elliott Young, our quarterback for Western Boone. They have number 73, Dane Williamson, and number 65, Will Barta. All those seniors have been playing football since their freshman year for Western Boone on varsity, and they're all exceptional players, really great guys out there. Really, they take care of their team. And when I talked to Coach Pelly a couple weeks ago about the whole captainship, he said it's the best honor that you can get playing for this team because it's your teammates that put you into that spot. They pick you to be that captain, so it is a great honor for them. He's very proud of these players.
Yep, I agree, and yep, leadership is important, not only from the sideline but from the players as well. But honestly, I think being a role model as a player is carries a lot of weight.
Absolutely.
Oh, they deferred. Southmont deferred, it looked like.
South has won the toss.
Interesting choice there. I think that's the first deference I've seen this season.
Yeah.
So I am interested to know why they chose to do that, but tonight's game
I would assume maybe they're just trying to slow Western Boone down for the first half and come out swinging in the second half and maybe score some points, but I'm not sure. Yeah,
absolutely. Their defense here at Southmont, from what I've seen in my stats, they have a pretty good defense. So I am excited to see what they do. In response to Western Boone. Like I mentioned earlier, they might have a very heavy set D line. And in anticipation for Western Boone to run the ball. But of course, we'll just have to see tonight, as both Coach Pelly and Elliott Young told me that we might see a pretty heavy passing game tonight. Coach Pelly even saying he wants to see about 12 completions tonight if Weibo can hold on to the ball well.
All right, we're getting set here.
Number 8, Trip Ward, will be kicking off tonight. We have number 20, Ethan Bales, back for the Stars, along with, I believe, number 4 for the Stars, Ryan Taylor.
And we're off, Colin.
Bales catches the ball. He's moving.
Go. Oh.
He had a Southmont defender on him, tried to take him down there, but he just couldn't get it. Looks like they stopped at around the 37-yard line.
Yeah, the junior Sam Line, he had a hold of him, spun him around, but he says, nuh-uh, I'm going to go for a few more yards.
Absolutely. That was a great run there from number 20, Ethan Bales, for the Stars. Just slipping right through that defense as well as he could. Spread formation. That'll be a handoff to, I believe, Trevor Weekly. Yes, that was number 2, Trevor Weekly. Moving down to 2nd and 7. Another handoff to Taylor. Or not Taylor. Trevor Weekly there.
Yeah, nice run up the middle there. That's going to be enough to move the chains.
Absolutely. We see a lot of runs up the middle from Western Boone, especially this season. And it's been serving them well when they want to, gain those little yards at a time. That's exactly what they go for, and it serves them pretty well.
Yeah, nice confidence booster right out of the gate here to be able to get a first down and prove to the Mounties that they can run the ball. Oh, big pass.
It's going to be over to Garrett Morton, just a little bit overthrown there. Heavy coverage there on Garrett Morton from the Mounties. That being, I believe, number 11 and number 5 out there. Number 5 being Sam Line and 11 being Kyan Cornelius for the Mounties, really staying on Morton there. I've talked a lot this season about Garrett Morton and Elliott Young working together as quarterback and receiver, and they've been doing pretty well together. I'm convinced they're just connected this season.
Right.
Looks like it'll be a heavy set formation. Another handoff to Weekly, straight down the middle. Stopped at around the 46, 47-yard line.
Looks like Carson Chad in on the tackle for the Mounties there.
That'll bring it to 3rd and. Oh, lots of pressure on Elliott Young. Tosses out to Casey Baird. Casey Baird gets it. Number 22, Casey Baird for the Stars with an insane reception there. Lots of coverage on him from number 11, Kian Cornelius again, and it looks like number 24, E.J. Brewer.
Yep, and on the coverage there. Nice gain on the play.
Absolutely. That'll bring it to 1st and 10 there.
29-yard pass play there. Nice job, Elliott Young.
That'll take it over to the 18-yard line. Heavy set formation. Short pass there to Casey Baird again. It looks like the Southmont defender going for him just kind of plopped down right in front of him. Casey froze there for a second, just like, well, what's this?
Yep, no gain on the play. Nice defensive stand by the Mounties.
Looks like it's going to be a spread formation. There's the snap.
Boom.
Short pass to Casey Baird again. Or no. Oh, that was Garrett Morton.
That's Morton, number 80.
With the interception, or reception there.
Yep. And that's going to be enough for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a touchdown for Western Boone. That was great right there. Very, very great passing play from the Stars. Short passing game throughout most of that second half of that possession for the Stars. That'll be number 14, Josiah Smith, with the kick.
Oh.
Offsides.
Yep, looks to be number 11, Cornelius. Do you think Josiah's ever had any clutch kicks in his career at Western Boone?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah,
okay.
none at all.
Right. Okay.
Oh, except for that one at State where he won the game for Western Boone.
Completely forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Waiting for the snap. There it is. And that's going to be good for Josiah Smith. Josiah Smith this season, the kicker for Western Boone, has been doing an amazing job overall. I mean, he has a 90% completion rate for his kicks this season, those being 28 for 30. And, that's extremely impressive because he is only a junior. So, of course, he still has next year to come out here and do even more. Last year, he did pretty well. I'm pretty sure at the end of the season, he was 50% completion rate, but that was only 3 and 6, for his attempts and completions. But right there, this season especially, he's really been getting out there, filling in those shoes a lot better, and I mean, he's just on fire this season.
Yeah, it's nice, as a coach to be able to have a kicker do what you need to do, and and make those kicks when needed. And also, on the kickoffs, to be able to put the ball where you need to put it and give your team a chance on defense to have a good starting point.
Absolutely, and that's another strength of Josiah Smith this season. Whenever he does those kickoffs, he usually gets the ball at a really good point of advantage for Western Boone, and they're usually pretty accurate.
Right, sometimes some touchbacks too, and that's what we want. No chance for a run back.
Yeah, he has 6 touchbacks this season.
That's big time.
There's the kick. Back to receive it is number 5. That is Sam Line for the Mounties. He's stopped at around the 26-yard line. That is a pretty good position, for the Stars as defenders, keeping them far back there. But the Mounties will have to see their offense tonight, what they're going to do. Western Boone getting a touchdown that quickly into the game. We'll see if that maybe brought them down a little bit, or if they're, going to come back with a lot of fire.
Yep, handoff up the middle.
Handoff to Woodall.
Looks like Cannon Bruin's in on the tackle on that play. He's saying, nope, not on my watch.
Coach Pelly made a point of talking to me during our interview about number 9, Woodall, for the Mounties. He said he has a very similar build to Cannon Bruins, and he's a great running back for the Mounties. And as we heard from his stats earlier, he is doing an amazing job just as a sophomore this season. Looks like it'll be a spread formation there. There's the snap. That's a pass out to number 17.
Yep, number 17, that's Brady Bowler.
That pass was completed for the first down.
Yep, that's a good confidence booster for the Mounties. We can answer. We can move the chains as well. Let's see what we can do.
Absolutely. I think one of their strengths tonight will be keeping that game short, whether it be passing or rushing, and just getting those inches, down towards the that first down marker.
Tolliver on the near side here. Let's see what happens with him.
Same line on the move.
Oh,
that's going to be a quarterback keeper. Pretty close there to the first down, I believe.
It's going to be
that's it.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
Very close there.
No, yeah, they are.
That was an extremely impressive quarterback keeper there from the quarterback, number 4, Nick Scott for the Mounties. He's had a pretty good season so far. For the little passes that he's done, he hasn't been too bad overall. He has his 24 completions for 69 attempts, but of course they're not a passing team. That'll be a handoff. Looks like he slipped there.
Yeah, it looked like he had a little bit of daylight too. He just slipped. Number 23 looked to be the ball carrier. That's Carson Chad, the junior, 200-pound junior. Looks like they're going to mark him as 2 yards, brings up 2nd and 8.
We'll have to see what comes next here. I imagine just another run up the middle from the Mounties. I mean, that's what they do best this season, honestly, and it's been serving them pretty well tonight, getting those short gains here. Looks like a heavy set formation. There's a short pass. Intercepted by Jake Johnson for the Stars. Outstanding interception there for the Stars.
Brought down by number 4, Nick Scott.
Jake Johnson, for the past, I believe, 3 games, he has had 2 interceptions in the past 3 games. He obviously increased that number. I actually talked to him a little bit at school yesterday, and I asked him if he would get another interception tonight, and I guess
he
did. Yeah. Very impressive there from the Stars. Of course, their defense doing very well right now.
Yeah, they're set on the 26-yard line.
Looks like it'll be a spread formation. There's the snap. Handoff to, I believe that was Trevor Weekly.
Kind of a delayed handoff there. Was it Miller, 11?
That might have been. I didn't really get a good look at the number there. But that's unexpected. I don't think it was one of our regular runners that we see at Western Boone. That's going to be a heavy set formation. Mitch Miller on the move. That'll be a pass. Short pass to Casey Baird, number 22 for the Stars. That'll bring a first down for Western Boone. Casey Baird, his specialty for receiving is those shorter passes. He gets the shorter pass, and he might not get too far with it, but he's able to catch it and keep it in his hands, and usually that's for a first down.
Yep, gain of 8 on the play.
That'll be a heavy set formation. That's a handoff to number 4 for the Stars, Ryan Taylor. Quick on his feet there, but it looked like he was stopped. That'll bring it down to...
Oh, I think it was Tom's.
Oh, that was Tom's for the Stars. That'll bring it down to 2nd and 4th.
Yep, ball looks to be on the 7-yard line.
There's the snap.
Oh, Elliott.
Quarterback keeper from Elliott Young.
Oh, he wanted that. And he got it.
That is a touchdown for Western Boone. He dove right in there as the Southmont defenders were diving at his feet. He just jumped right over them, barely got that ball over into the end zone. And like I said earlier, his quarterback keepers are always very wise. They always end with either a first down or a touchdown like we see right there. Number 14, Josiah Smith here with the kick. And it is good. No surprise there from Josiah. He's had a very successful season with his kicks so far. Very impressive from him, as I mentioned earlier. That snap there seemed to be a little bit loose, but they were able to get the ball right where it needed to be.
Yeah, he connected. He almost kicked it out of the stadium. He almost kicked it over the fence.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty good kick there. He has a very impressive leg, this season. And watching him out there doing what he does best as a kicker is just outstanding. So we'll take a break here at WBTV. We'll be back with coverage after this. Welcome back here to Southmont for the Western Boone versus Southmont game. Looks like Josiah Smith is about to do the kickoff. That is caught by number 5, Sam Line. We've seen some action from him tonight as a kickoff returner.
There's a flag on the play.
Brought down by a group of Stars. That's Sam Line. There's a flag on the play.
That'll be a face mask
Call this face mask on the defense.
against the Stars. That'll bring it up to the 26-yard line. And that's where they had it earlier at the last kickoff when the Mounties had received it.
Right,
So
and they were able to move the ball pretty effectively until that interception. So they've got the confidence to move the ball. They just can't turn it over.
absolutely. They know exactly what they need to do, and they're able to adapt pretty well. Of course, that one interception was not too great for them.
Right.
It'll be a heavy set formation. Number 5, Sam Line on the move. That'll be a handoff, run down the middle
Yep, Woodall.
by Woodall.
Woodall brought down by a plethora of Stars.
The sophomore number 9 Woodall for Southmont is just a very impressive player. I mean, he was just, hammering through some of the Western Boone defenders right there. And Western Boone this season, I've noticed they have a very strong, well-centered D-line. So, watching number 9 there, White Woodall, the 6 foot, 215-pound sophomore getting through there, just absolutely impressive overall.
Yep, gain of 6 on that last play.
That'll be a handoff to
looks like Chad.
Carson Chad there. Number 23 for the Mounties for a first down. He was able to just slide through some of those defenders for Western Boone, finding those weak points in where they were trying to stop the play. Very impressive right there overall. Pushing forward and getting those first downs as quickly as they can. The Mounties are an extremely impressive rushing team this year.
Well, and they're a young team, but they got some big boys out there.
Absolutely. That's number 23 on the move, Carson Chad.
Oh, nice defensive stand.
Very impressive there. That was a quarterback keeper from Nick Scott for the Mounties, but he was pushed back pretty far there by Western Boone's defense, and that'll bring it to 2nd and 17. Wow, pushing him back very far there, 7 yards.
Yep, I think that was 88 Jake Hendricks on that sack.
We've seen some really good tackles this year from Jake Hendricks. A great defender for Western Boone. He also plays offense too, I believe, and we've seen some action from him. And, that's been pretty impressive as well. Just a great player overall.
Oh, there's a whistle that did.
There's a timeout from Western Boone. So we'll go ahead and take a timeout too.
WBTV Sports would like to thank Walker Hughes Insurance for supporting Western Boone Sports. We understand the insurance lingo and jargon can be intimidating. We're here to guide you through the entire process so you can be confident in the insurance you select.
Welcome back here to Southmont High School, where they are hosting the Western Boone Stars for this Sagamore Conference game.
We've seen some offense, and I like that. We're moving the ball, and the Western Boone has shown that they have some spark on defense too. So this is, unfortunately, I guess if you're a Mounties fan, it's been all Western Boone right now. But Southmont, can move the ball, and I think they're probably going to score here before long.
That's number 23. Carson Chad on the move. That's going to be a pass over attempted for number 88 for the Mounties, Seth Tolliver.
Yeah, nearly picked off by Smith.
Yeah, Josiah Smith. Last week I was talking about how he is just a jack-of-all-trades kind of player. He can play any position for Western Boone, and he's pretty good at it. And, that's just a very good quality to have. Of course, he is, above all, a kicker, and we see that a lot from him. But just as a player overall, he does very well for the Stars.
Right.
That'll be 3rd and 17 here. Carson Chad on the move. That's going to be a short pass attempted to number 5. Sam Line, incomplete though.
That's a tough pass. He was on the move. He's on the run. He rolled out. The receiver just couldn't bring it in.
Western Boone's defense really putting pressure on him there, and it worked well for them. Right now it looks like they're switching to get ready for a punt coming up here. We have number 4, Ryan Taylor, back for the Stars. That's a shorter punt there, and it'll go out of bounds.
About the 45-yard line here. I'll try to work on doing some down and distance here on the score banner here, so we'll see if that makes it easier for our fans.
Yeah, of course, we are down some of our own production crew here at Western Boone, as it's North Montgomery's homecoming, and our other two, Maggie Michael and Allison Gard, who normally work with us for the broadcast, they both go to North Montgomery, so they went to that game tonight. So Foxworthy and I here are trying to run everything on our own.
And they're seniors. They need to go to their homecoming, so that's important to me for them to go.
That'll be a spread formation. Number 11, Mitch Miller on the move. That's a handoff to Trevor Weekly, straight down the middle. That'll bring it to, I believe, 2nd and 2.
Yep, cross midfield. Nice gain of about 8 or 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, 2nd and 2 now. Very impressive run there from Trevor Weekly. Catching a major gap right in the middle there from the D-line for the Mounties. It seems like they're not really expecting what to come next from Western Boone, as they've been really shuffling their plays here. Looks like it'll be a pass from Elliott Young. Lots of pressure. It's going to go out to Garrett Morton. Garrett Morton catches it, and that is a touchdown for Western Boone. Extremely impressive. He had nobody on him out there.
And when Young has that much time in the pocket to be able to find a receiver, it's hard not for him to connect.
Major props to Western Boone's O-line, and, of course, Elliott Young, and major props to Garrett Morton. He's a very fast player, and he was out for most of last season with an injury, so he didn't get a lot of action, and this year he's really been doing well. Josiah Smith here, going to be the kicker. There's the snap. Looks to be good. And it's good. That is an extra point, bringing it up to 0-21 Stars in favor here against the hosting Mounties. We're going to take a quick break here on WBTV. We'll be back with coverage after this.
Since 1901, Home National Bank has been part of our
Welcome back here at Southmont High School. The Mounties hosting the Western Boone Stars. Western Boone leading 21-0 for the night. We've seen some very impressive plays. The last play we saw from Western Boone, extremely impressive. Elliott Young getting a lot of time in the pocket there. His O-line has really tightened up, because at the Tri-West game for the Stars, their O-line was just a mess. Elliott Young had pressure in his face, instantly there. But tonight we've seen, in games after that, we've seen a very tight O-line, and especially tonight. Josiah Smith here with the kickoff. It's up. Receiving it is going to be number 5 for the Mounties, Sam Line.
Up to about the 24-yard line. He had a head of steam on him, but couldn't make it past the 24-yard line.
Western Boone is keeping the Mounties back behind the 50-yard line tonight, and that's something we saw a lot of last week at the Hammond Central game from Western Boone. I think Hammond Central only got past the 50 twice, and one of those times was just for a very long run for a touchdown. So maybe we'll see some more of that tonight.
Yep,
maybe Southmont will tighten up and get past that 50-yard line.
If they've shown they can move the ball, they just haven't been able to string multiple plays together.
Heavy set, number 23 on the move, Chad Carson.
Number 68 looks like to be in on the tackle for Western Boone. That's going to be Perrin Emberton. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, pushing them back there a little bit. Western Boone's defense has really been tightening up this season. They started off kind of messy, but with each game they're just getting stronger and stronger, being able to stop basically anything that goes at them.
Four seconds on the play
Number
clock.
5, Sam Line on the move. That's going to be, I believe, a handoff. Yes, that was a handoff to number 9, Woodall for the Mounties. Straight down the middle, but stopped by Western Boone's defense very fast there. That'll bring it to 3rd and 7.
It's hard to call a tackle on that play because there were 5 stars on top of the pile there. So they're swarm tackling, and that's how you do it.
Absolutely. Like I said, their D-line is just super tight. They're really keeping it strong in the middle, especially for a team like Southmont. And, their specialty is rushing this season. They barely have any passes. So we'll have to see what comes next here. Looks like number 4, the quarterback for the Mounties, talking to one of the officials.
Well, I think we have an equipment issue. It looks like maybe the chin strap.
That seems to have been resolved.
Yep.
Behind the quarterback. Oh, that same line on the move. That's a short pass attempted to number 24, E.J. Brewer, for the Mounties, but of course it was incomplete there.
Yep, Ryan Taylor almost had another one.
That brings it up to 4-7, which means they're going to switch for a punt. The Stars right now are really keeping them, pretty far down the field, making sure the Mounties don't get too far here.
Yep, Taylor's hanging out at about the 40-yard line. He's waiting on that ball.
There's the punt. That was a bad snap there.
Yes.
Jake Taylor gets it. Wise right there. He stops at about the 47-yard line. Sir, very great cause there.
Yep, and our own stat guy, Mr. Gray, has a T-shirt on.
That was an attempted pass for Casey Baird from Elliott Young, a shorter pass there. It was just a tad bit short, and Baird could not get it. Looks like it'll be heavy set formation there. Mitch Miller on the move. Handoff to number 4, Ryan Taylor.
45. Number 45, Tomes. Or
Tomes there. Apologies. I'm only seeing the 4 when he's running.
Well, it doesn't help when you have fans standing up in front of you.
Yeah, we have 2 fans of Southmont just kind of blocking our view right now, so it is, kind of hard having to lean over and see past them.
That's
but
okay.
We're trying our best here. So that's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Stars. Clock is running down to 3 seconds now. We'll see if they're doing anything with it. They are not, just letting it go to the next quarter here. So we'll go ahead and take a break here for WBTV. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
By generous support from our sponsors, including Travis Watring of Farm Bureau Insurance. He's your local Lebanon agent. Give him a call at 765-482-0700 and ask him. He can help. That's Travis Watring at 765-482-0700. Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back here to Southmont High School, hosting the Western Boone Stars. Very good game so far. Stars are leading 21-0. Very strong D-line tonight from the Stars, along with their offense doing an amazing job, really focusing on gaining those shorter yards here and there and getting those longer passes in whenever they can. Extremely successful for them tonight. One of Western Boone's specialties is just working on those shorter gains and then going to the longer ones. It's 3rd and 6. That's going to be a pass out to Garrett Morton. Of course, overthrown there. Good coverage from number 18 for the Mounties, Kyler McCandles. Very impressive there.
Looks like some confusion on maybe a route with Morton and Young on that one, but that's okay. Brings up
4th and 6 now.
Yeah.
I don't see Josiah Smith out there, but I wasn't looking.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Yeah, they're going for it. That is kind of surprising to see from Pelly so early on in the game, honestly.
Just shows how confident they are.
Absolutely. Looks like it's going to be a pass. Oh, quarterback keeper with some pressure in his face. Elliott Young, is he going to get that first down? It looks like he is.
He sure did. Good.
Wow.
Good pressure by the Mounties. Number 88, that's Seth Tolliver, was not able to chase him down.
Whew, that was close there for Elliott Young. Oh, there is a flag on the play.
Oh, no.
Holding on offense.
Yep. Right there, the 50-yard line. There's the laundry.
Yeah, there goes Western Boone. Apart from that, that was a pretty impressive play there quarterback keeper with a lot of pressure in his face for Elliott Young. Of course, it didn't really get them anywhere with that flag on the play.
Right now they're saying, let's punt this ball.
Josiah Smith out there getting ready for the punt. There's the punt. It's up there. Looks like number 5, Sam Lyons, is going to catch that and go down when he gets it. Down at about the 27-yard line there. Certainly a smart move from him. He had a lot of Western Boone defenders going at him. So, to just stop right there as he saw those guys coming up towards him, that's probably a good way to avoid an injury.
Yeah, I think so. And I look for the Mounties to be maybe a little bit more aggressive now. They've shown that they can pass. They just haven't been able to haul it in.
Yeah, being down, 0-21, with it only being the beginning of the second quarter, I'm sure they have a lot of fire right now. So we'll have to see that aggression here. That'll be a heavy set formation. Run down the middle.
Oh.
Was that?
Oh, it's whistled dead.
Thought to be a fumble recovery from the Stars, but evidently
well, lineman gets excited when they can touch the ball, so
exactly.
Yeah.
Still good effort there from the Stars being able to stop that as quickly as they did. Seems to be some discussion about it.
Yeah. They're still very confident that they have the ball.
That'll bring it to 2nd and 10. Or, sorry, 2nd and 8 there. We'll have to see what they do here. Heavy set formation. That was a handoff again, straight down the middle to Carson Chad.
Patient running, he just wasn't able to find a hole.
Exactly. Western Boone, really avoiding those holes in their D-line. Absolutely amazing for them, this season. Really keeping those runners for the other team, at a standstill throughout most of these games.
All right, this third down's important for Southmont.
Yeah, that's going to be 3rd and 6. Spread formation. That'll be a pass over. Oh, that's caught by number 23.
Nice catch by the Mounties, number
Carson
23.
Chad.
Yeah, Carson Chad. Wow, man, hung in there, grabbed that ball, enough to move the chains for the Mounties. That's exactly what they needed.
He had really good coverage on him there, but he was able to get it, just barely reaching his arms out, grabbing it and just tucking it in, to hold on to it as well as he could. A shorter pass there just to get that first down, and it worked very well for the Mounties there. So we'll have to see what they do next, approaching the 50 here. That'll be a spread formation. Oh, that's a handoff right down the middle.
Boy, Western Boone knew that was coming. They sure did.
That was to Woodall, number 9, the star running back for the Mounties.
66 Tyler Koch in on the stop on that one. He sniffed that out.
Yeah, Western Boone here really being able to predict these runs throughout most of the possessions from the Mounties. Of course, if you're going to run the ball up the middle, I'm sure the other team is going to pick up on that really quick if you're going to do that over and over again. Mm-hmm. And that's something we see from Western Boone throughout most of their games as well, and we're seeing it from the Mounties right now. That's going to be a handoff.
Yeah.
To number 9 again, Woodall.
Nice strong run. That's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's a first down for the Mounties. Impressive run there from Woodall. Moving over to his left a little bit there to get past the Western Boone defenders. Barely enough to get past that first yard or first down line. That's going to be a heavy set formation once again. Number 23, Carson Chad on the move. That's going to be a handoff. Very impressive run there. That was a handoff to number 11 for the Mounties.
Yep, that's Cornelius. We haven't seen that play tonight, and it really caught the Stars off guard a little bit as they're able to gain 8 yards on the play, bringing us up 2nd and 2.
Yeah, we've seen some good plays from Cornelius tonight, and it seems like the Mounties have a pretty wide variety of runners, for the ball. So I am excited to see, who's going to do what tonight. Especially Woodall with all the yards he has on this season. I'm expecting to see most of the work from him, but with all of these other great running backs tonight.
Cornelius is a 5'8" junior for the Mounties.
Carson Chad on the move. That's going to be a handoff
Oh.
to Woodall, but that's going to be tossed back to Carson Chad.
Yep.
There's a flag on the play.
Usually a flag in the backfield like that sniffs a hold, but we'll see what they call here. No, they're going to keep the yardage.
Very impressive run there from Carson Chad. Handoff down the middle, but then it was tossed back to him.
Yep, holding offense.
That'll move.
Right there at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, move the Mounties back.
Yeah.
We'll see where they bring it back to here. Over to the 45-yard line.
Just over 8 minutes and a half to play. It brings up, looks to be 2nd and 10. Tolliver brings the play in.
That's going to be 2nd and 5 here.
2nd 5.
We'll have to see what comes next from the Mounties. Heavy set formation. Number 17 on the move. That's Brady Bowler.
Yep.
That's going to be a timeout from the Mounties.
Southmont wants to think about that one a little bit.
Timeout called by Southmont.
Can't blame them there, wanting a bit of a timeout there to figure out what comes next. Of course, big decisions coming up here. With it being 2nd and 5, they could get their first touchdown of the night with these next couple plays, or it could be handed back to Western Boone. Of course, we'll have to see here, tonight. I am eager to see, what kind of fire the Mounties are going to get as they approach the end zone, because we haven't seen them get too close to the end zone tonight. So we just haven't gotten that same aggression that you normally get, if the end zone is, a good, 20, 30 feet in front of you. You just get that fire, and you really want to get down there.
Yeah, and Southmont's not going to earn all these points back in one play. They got to think that it's one step at a time. Keep moving the ball forward. You're down by 3 scores, but you can't look at that right now. You just got to get a touchdown and keep moving forward and hope your defense makes a stand.
Absolutely, their short game is going to be key here for these next couple of plays. Looks like it'll be a heavy set formation once again. Number 17 on the move. That's Brady Bowler. That's going to be a handoff to, stiff arm there, but brought down by Western Boone defenders.
Yeah, number 3, Cannon Bruins brought him down.
Number 9 there for the Mounties, Wyatt Woodall, with a very impressive run there, moving the chain once again, making that 1st and 10, looks to be down on the 35.
Yep. Just over 8 minutes to go in the half.
They're getting closer and closer to that end zone. I feel there's going to be a lot of aggression from them. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, they're fighting. Yeah, they need this score.
Spread formation there. It's going to be a handoff to Woodall once again, straight up the middle, brought down at around the 36 or 37-yard line.
Yeah, and that's okay. You don't need a first down on every touch. Just keep chewing away the yards and make it 2nd and 7, 2nd and 5. Make it manageable and no penalties.
Absolutely, especially after, the first down. Right now, that'll bring it to 2nd and 7. Of course, they have a lot of room to work with here. So I do expect to see another rush here. That is a heavy set formation right in the middle. Number 23, Carson Chad on the move. That'll be a handoff to number 9, Woodall, I believe, once again.
That might have been Cornelius. I'm not sure. Number 5.
Oh, that is Sam
Line. Yep.
The same line we've seen some action from, the same as Cornelius. But, of course, Woodall right now taking the show for Southmont. just because, of course, he is such an impressive running back.
Yeah, Coach Pelly's been worried about him a little bit. His name has come up quite a bit in our pregame, and he knew that he's going to be a factor. And I think just him being on the field keeps our defense kind of keeping an eye on him, and that allows, line to be able to make some positive yardage.
Absolutely. That'll be heavy set formation. Number 5, same line on the move. Handoff to Woodall.
Yep, he got it.
Stopped barely over first down line there.
Yep.
And that'll move the chain, making that 1st and 10.
Home crowd's pretty happy about that, as they should be.
That's down on the 19-yard line. Good room to work with here for the Mounties. I expect we'll either see some short passes here or, of course, some more rushes. Heavy set formation, number 23, Carson Chad on the move.
Oh.
That'll be stopped extremely fast. Oh, it looks.
Oh, it's a turnover.
Oh, that's
Western
another
Boone has it.
turnover. Not sure what happened there, but Western Boone has possession now. Wow, I mean, that was impressive. That was a extremely fast turnover right there for the Stars. I mean, they just got down there, got aggressive, got the ball, and they knew they had it immediately. I mean, they all started getting up and celebrating.
That's going to be so frustrating for the Mounties. They're moving the ball. They've proven they can move the ball. It's just Western Boone just has the upper hand on defense right now, and they're able to get the key turnovers.
Absolutely. It'll be a spread formation right now. That's going to be a handoff to, I believe, Trevor Weekly. Stopped around the 20-yard line. Making that 2nd and 5 now.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up 2nd and 5 for Western Boone.
We'll have to see what the Stars bring in next. A pass would probably be beneficial to them right now. That's going to be a spread formation. That's a handoff right there to Weekly. Oh, there's a flag on the play. That might have been a quarterback keeper there. Yeah, that was a keeper. I thought it was a handoff. They had me convinced there.
There was some trickery there.
Yeah, very good fake from the Stars. Of course, there's a flag on the play. Not sure what for.
But Western Boone's backing up. They know.
Holding against the Stars.
The hold is such a killer on a drive.
Absolutely. And that's honestly the most common flag that we've seen this season, I believe.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And that'll push it back to the 20-yard line, making that 2nd and 9, I believe. Oh, 2nd and 16. Spread formation. There goes Elliott Young with a short toss to Casey Baird there. I believe that was just on the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it was a little bit back there. That'll push it back to 3rd and 19.
Yeah, they called it a 3-yard loss on that play.
Not a good situation there for the Stars. Of course, not too much to sweat. They're leading by 21 right now, but of course they want to get another touchdown, really get that security in.
And they need to manage the clock too. So we don't want to give that ball up. We just want to use as much time and get in the locker room. Oh,
lots of pressure there.
Oh.
That was a catch there from Baird. Wow.
And he's still moving.
Oh, man, he's still going. He's still going. Is that going to be a touchdown?
Oh,
he's still moving. Oh, that's a touchdown for what? Wow, that was unbelievable. 3rd and 19 down at the 20, or actually down at the 17.
Yeah.
And then that short pass to Casey Baird.
83-yard touchdown.
83 yards.
Yeah.
Wow, that was great. Absolutely impressive play there from Casey Baird. It looked like one of the Southmont defenders reached up to try and tip it.
Yep.
He didn't quite get to it. Casey Baird kept his eye on the ball, really kept us focused in, got it. Southmont wasn't expecting a pass, it looked like. They just kind of stopped, and they went right after him.
How quickly things change in 24 seconds.
Josiah Smith, number 14 for the Stars out here with the kick. Looks to be good. And it is good. No surprise there. That's going to bring up the score to 28
Boom. There we go.
and 0 for the Stars. What an impressive game tonight for the Stars.
Been a lot of fun if you're a Western Boone fan, that's for sure.
So we'll be right back after this quick break covering the game on WBTV.
Do you need shirts for a school, business, club, or anything else? Give Willie Smith and Smith Tees Screen Printing a call. Smith Tees will give you excellent service with satisfaction guaranteed. Just call 765-436-7930.
Welcome back here to Southmont hosting the Western Boone Stars. The score is currently 28 and 0. The Stars in favor.
Yep, Stars have been in control this first half. Southmont's shown they've been able to move the ball. They just haven't been able to capitalize and keep stringing those positive yards together.
Josiah Smith with the kick. That's going to go back to, I believe, Sam Lines, number 5 for the Mounties, being stopped at around the 34-yard line.
Not bad field position, starting with anything greater than, the 25-yard line is always a positive thing, but they don't have much time. 4.5 minutes left in the half. They're going to have to get something together. They need to get into the locker room with some points on the board.
Absolutely. They've been pretty far back with some of these kickoffs, but, that one they got pretty good field position. Sam Line getting most of those kickoff returns throughout the night. Of course, not being able to get too far as Western Boone's defense is very fast up on their feet. Looks like it'll be heavy set formation there.
Be interesting to see how aggressive the Mounties get.
Oh, that was a handoff stopped instantly by the Stars. That handoff was to number 9, Woodall, for the Mounties.
Yep, number 67 looked to be the lead tackler on that. That's Tyler Latham. And there was a bunch of Stars right there with him, but they said no way. 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that'll push the Mounties back 2 yards. 2nd and 12 here. Pretty far back, down on the 32-yard line. We'll have to see what they do here.
They got to get their passing game in gear here, and I know they're trying.
Heavy set formation.
Oh,
that was a fake handoff there. It was really handed off to number 23. I believe that is Carson Chad. Yeah, I thought they handed it off to Sam Line right there.
Brings up 3rd and long for the Mounties.
Yes. Yeah, they barely got any yards there. Actually, I don't know if they got any. No, it looks like they didn't get any. That's 3rd and 12. A pass here would be extremely beneficial. Heavy set formation once again. Man on the move is Sam Line.
Oh, he's chased out of the pocket.
Oh, lots of pressure on the quarterback. Is that going to be an interception? No, pushed out of bounds, but almost an interception there from number 13 for the Stars.
Rowan Durbin.
Durbin. We haven't seen a lot of action from him.
No, he had his tiptoes on the line, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he was really stretching out there trying to get that, but, of course, a little bit too far.
Just needs to be another 18 inches taller. He could have had that one.
Yeah, number 4, the quarterback for the Mounties, Nick Scott, had a lot of pressure on him, so, of course, you can't really blame him for that throw there. It's going to be a punt here.
Best kick we've seen tonight from the Mounties, 40-yard line.
That was received by Ryan Taylor, number 4 for the Stars. Ooh, he had a lot of guys on him right there.
All right, just under 3 minutes to go in the half.
2:55 on the clock. Stars in possession.
So what do you think, Colin? Are they just going to be content to run the clock out, or do you think they're going for another score?
Coach Pelly told me that one of his sayings this year is to never be content.
All right.
And that's what he's been telling his boys. So I imagine they're really going to push forward here. My prediction is maybe a couple runs and then a very, very deep pass, possibly to Morton.
Ooh, nice.
Number 22, Casey Barrett on the move. That was a handoff to Trevor Weekly, I believe. Not sure where he was stopped. There was a lot of action right there.
There sure was.
Looks like that's going to be stopped on the 46-yard line, bringing it to second and 9. Gain of 1 yard there.
Well, looks like Weekly's checking out here.
Like I said, possibly a lot of runs here and then some good passes. Heavy set formation. Number 22, Casey Baird on the move. Handoff stopped almost immediately there by the Mounties.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive play by the Mounties. Looks like number 9 Woodall was in the mix on that one.
Woodall, I believe, took out Elliott Young there. And, he really got him, helped him up and then kind of patted him on the shoulder. Maybe as an apology. That was just interesting to watch. The good sportsmanship we see here from every team, no matter what the score might be, it's always very nice to see.
Yep, that's what I like to see with both our schools and really every school in our conference. We know we know sportsmanship, and we like that. And that's what all the coaches are pushing. And it's hard. Sometimes you get frustrated in a game, but it's really all about sportsmanship.
There's going to be a timeout there called by Western Boone, possibly deciding what to do here. I'm sure, they're going out there and Pelly's going to give them the okay for a pass or tell them just to run some more and, get that off-tackle run maybe because we haven't seen a whole lot of those tonight.
Colin, I know you're going to be very excited about this. It is youth football night here at Southmont.
Wow.
Yep, and I think we have some youth cheerleaders here too. So,
awesome.
Yeah, so we're going to have some action here at halftime. They're lining up. They got a good youth program here. I can remember years ago, Southmont was really known as having one of the strongest youth programs in the area, and it's nice to see. It looks like they have good numbers for the future of the Mounties.
Yeah, and that's something that both teams really work on, especially Western Boone, just because we've been following them this season. We've just seen in the past couple seasons as well, they get their really young guys out there. They get really good practice with them. They get them experience in actual games. Southmont obviously focusing on their youth teams as well, trying to get them some experience here so that they're set up pretty well for the next coming years. And that's always something nice to see.
Yep, absolutely.
Spread formation, Pelly possibly giving the okay to pass. Number 20, Ethan Bales on the move. Oh, bad snap. Barely picked up by Elliott Young, but he slips right through there. Quarterback keeper for that first down. Whew, that was a close one.
Yeah, brought down by number 18. That's McCandless for the Mounties. Big gain. Big gain on the play. And more than likely, yep, that's going to really help the Stars move those chains, and they're in control right now.
Absolutely, and
nice tackle.
Wow, outstanding tackle there against Ethan Bales from the Mounties.
Number 20. That's number 20. That's Kellen Kalin. Nice open field tackle.
Outstanding. We'll have to see what the Stars do here. 2nd and 10.
Motion.
Mitch Miller on the move. There's a snap.
Oh, he's under pressure.
Oh, lots of pressure there. Very short pass from Elliott Young.
Intended for Miller. He just had to get rid of the ball probably a little faster than he wanted to.
Yeah, Western Boone's O-line here starting off pretty strong, but right now seems to be slipping up a little bit. Elliott Young getting some pressure on his face. We'll see if they hone in on that these upcoming plays from the Stars. Right now it's 3rd and 10. No yard gains on this play. We'll have to see what the Stars do next.
I would think they're going to run. They're just content. They don't want to give the Southmont any time. They're just going to probably try to run the clock out here, I would think.
Spread formation. That's going to be a handoff to number 20, Ethan Bales, slipping through the middle, but brought down about 3 yards in, it looks like.
Yeah, brought down by the Mounties, number 17. That's Bowler.
That's going to be 4th and I believe 7. 4th and 8. Heavy set formation.
Elliott's talking to his line.
That's going to be short pass.
Yeah, Mitch Miller with the reception.
Mitch Miller and Casey Baird, numbers 11 and 22 respectively for the Stars, are the Western Boone's 2 star catchers when it comes to short passes, and we've seen great action from them tonight right there, as we saw.
They don't have much time.
looks to be, lots of pressure on Elliott Young. He got pushed back there.
Yeah, that play was doomed from the beginning. He lost his footing, and he was just in survival mode at that point in time.
A little bit of sloppiness there from the Stars, but of course, they got every excuse in the world. They got a lot of pressure on them, but they really got to tighten that up right now if they're wanting to, do as well as they have been in the second half as they have been in the first. So we'll just have to see what comes next.
Long field goal?
Possibly.
I don't know. 15 seconds left.
I believe that was a timeout called by Western Boone. So we'll have to see what comes next. They're definitely in field goal range. Of course, it would be cool to see Josiah Smith kick from, 66 yards. Try and go for that NFL record.
That's never been done. Oh, yeah, I guess I have.
Yeah,
I know.
It was last week. Isn't that impressive?
Well, that was a great kick. Bounced right off the crossbar there.
Absolutely. We have seen a couple of kicks like that, from Josiah Smith. Certainly not as long, but, barely hopping over the field goal post there.
Doesn't matter how pretty it is as long as it goes through.
Absolutely. So we'll have to see what the Stars have in plan next here. I don't see Josiah Smith out there.
This is a fun play. I wonder what they're working on here because they don't have much time, but they're certainly going to try to score here.
I'm guessing a pass to Morton. I'm putting money on it.
Okay.
There's the snap.
Oh, he's rushed to get. Oh, that's the thing
Quarterback
about Elliott.
Keeper.
Get out of bounds, Elliott.
There he goes. Out of bounds.
4 seconds.
Wow. Very close there. That was 2nd and 19 right there. Bringing that to what looks like 3rd and 7.
I tell
Yes.
Elliott in class, I say, don't run the ball. Don't get hurt. And he says, Fox, I love to run the ball.
You also tell him not to play defense, but we haven't seen him on defense in a couple of games.
He said he'll probably be playing next week on defense.
Oh, we'll have to see. Maybe he just likes to listen to you. Looks to be a heavy set formation. Number 11, Mitch Miller on the move.
Oh, he's got to.
Lots of pressure on Elliott Young.
he's
That's a
right.
keeper. That's a keeper. Is that going to be a touchdown?
He's in.
That's a touchdown
He's in.
from
Touchdown.
Western Boone. Wow, so much pressure on him. Even after he started running with it, he had guys diving for him. But, he just tucked his head a little bit and jumped forward like he did earlier.
And it's so hard to defend against the quarterback. I mean, everybody has their assigned man, and it's tough to defend against the quarterback run.
No time left on the clock with that one. So after this kick from Josiah Smith, we'll move on to halftime. Looks like it's going to be good.
Nice kick.
And that is good. Josiah Smith kicks so high.
Yes, he does.
For a kicker. But he has that range, so that's expected. So that's going to end the first half of this game tonight. Western Boone is currently leading 35-0 against the Southmont Mounties hosting tonight. Up next, we have some youth football night activities going on during halftime.
Yep, let's leave the camera on, and because I don't know how to find the video that we normally show, so let's just show youth football.
That's all right.
Okay, we'll be back a little bit later.
Welcome back here to Southmont High School, hosting the Western Boone Stars with a score of 35-0. The Stars in favor. We have about 5 minutes, 30 seconds left for halftime. There's one thing I want to say really quick. I promised Mr. Brunny I would say this, and that is low to high minus high to low over the square of low. Weibo, go Stars. And that is for calculus bonus points, so I really wanted to say that. You could always use some bonus points in any calculus class.
Heck yeah, you do.
All right, so tonight we're going to run some stats for you here during halftime. But first, I'm going to talk about some other games going on. Currently, Tri-West is beating North Montgomery 31-0 at halftime. That is at North Montgomery. And Lebanon is beating Crawfordsville 41-6. They are also currently on halftime. So, pretty good games overall for some of these teams. Pretty extensive point victories here so far in the half. So, looking here at some of our stats for the night. Sorry about that.
Pretty equal on first downs.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Western Boone has 9 first downs. Southmont has 10. Honestly surprising to me, just because, Western Boone has had so many successful plays, and they're of course leading 35-0 right now. But Southmont is playing well tonight, that's for sure. When it comes to rushes and yards, Western Boone has 17 rushes so far for 72 yards. Southmont has 19 for only 55. Of course, Southmont's going to have the higher number of rushes there because they are such a rush-heavy team. Looking here at passing yards and their average, the yards for the passes, Western Boone has 201 passing yards for this game for an average of 16.8 or 17. Southmont has 19 passing yards, which brings it to 2.7 average yards for each pass.
And there's your difference right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Western Boone tonight, we're seeing a lot more passing than usual, just because they are a rush-heavy team. But, of course, they're keeping their rushing game pretty heavy, too, which, you come to expect. When it comes to passes in total tonight, Western Boone has 8 completions for 12 attempts. That's almost meeting Coach Pelly's goal of 12 completions on the night. For Southmont, they have 2 completions for 7 attempts, and then they have 1 interception on the night. That was caught by Jake Johnson for the Stars. Very impressive defensive play right there. Looking here, Southmont has 2 turnovers on the night. They had the interception that I just mentioned, caught by Jake Johnson, and they had a fumble recovered by the Stars earlier, and that was impressive too for the Stars. Looking here, we've seen a lot of very heavy attacks here on our quarterbacks. There haven't been a whole lot. There were 1 on each side, but they were for some pretty heavy yard losses. For Western Boone, there was one sack for a loss of 9 yards, and for Southmont, there was 1 sack for a loss of 7 yards. So that's something you always look for in a sack. Just push the quarterback and push the team back as much as you can. So that's been pretty successful for them so far.
So Coach Hannum, you never want to rule him out. He's a KG veteran, and he's been doing this a long time. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of halftime talk he gave his players, and I'm sure they're going to come out ready to play some football. And I know 35 points is a big deficit, but I don't think they're going to roll over and die here. They're gonna keep fighting, and you don't want to rule them out.
Absolutely, both coaches are very intense, and they both hold a lot of care for their team. And for the game as a whole, they really want to focus on getting their players out there and making sure that their players can just play well and not get injured out there and just have a good time while still being successful out on the field. We've seen a lot of success from Western Boone. With 7 seconds left on the clock, they had that great touchdown from Elliott Young after he had pressure in his face. He had a quarterback keeper. We've seen plenty of those tonight from him. But overall, that's been very impressive. For Southmont, they've had some good plays. They've had some really good first downs, but of course it just hasn't been enough so far tonight to score a single touchdown. But I'm guessing after after they come back from the locker room during halftime, they are going to have a lot more fire. They're going to have a lot more aggression, and I'm sure their coach is like, hey, we really got to hone in. We got to focus on getting around their defense. We got to focus on making sure their offense doesn't trip us up or catch us off guard, which is something that's been happening a lot tonight. Western Boone's offense really switching up their plays as much as they can. Major variety. Honestly, one of the most mixed games I've seen from Western Boone. So, of course, that's going to trip up the defense for the Mounties.
And I would agree with that. And Southmont's been moving the ball. It's just take away those turnovers, and I think they'd be in a much different situation there. And I don't know. I guess we've got to give credit to the Western Boone's defense because they're doing what they need to do on the defensive side of the ball, and they I bet you they're having some fun out there. What do you think, Colin?
Oh, absolutely. With the way they're playing tonight, it's really more focused on going out there and, of course, playing well, but they're having a lot of fun with it. They're doing things that they enjoy doing. They're going back to the basics. They're doing what they do best, and that's just playing the game of football. Just right down down to the meat and potatoes, playing the game of football.
Yep. And getting better every week, and not to look past this game, but next week they're going to have to put their big boy pants on because that's going to be a tough matchup against Danville.
Absolutely, because Danville beat Southmont pretty tough, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure what that score was, but I don't think Southmont scored at all. It might have been 0-36 maybe. But it was pretty tough there. I mean, we're seeing some of that tonight from Western Boone, so they might be able to match up against Danville pretty well. We'll just have to see. Coach Pelly had told me that tonight is really going to determine what the rest of the season is going to look like. When it comes to conference play, tonight is going to determine whether or not we have the ability and the chance to win conference. And tonight, so far, it's looking like it. Of course, knock on wood. You never know what could happen next. You never know what Southmont might pull. But, overall, it's just been a very impressive game.
It sure has, yeah. And while we're talking about Danville a little bit, kind of looking ahead here, as of right now, Danville is not allowing us in the press box next week. So looks like WBTV Sports will be getting the Friday night off. And I think there'll be probably other opportunities for our fans to be able to maybe catch a live stream. You may have to pay for it through Danville's program, but Western Boone, we try to keep everything free here for our fans. And definitely a big thank you to our sponsors, Professional Plumbing Solutions. Home National Bank is a big sponsor for us. We have Farm Bureau Insurance is a big sponsor for us. Walker Hughes Insurance. So, we, because of the generosity of our sponsors, we're able to keep our broadcast free. And we hated doing it last year where we did the pay-per-view, but that was an IHSA thing. Mr. Dexter stepped up this year and made that a priority for us, and he got it done.
Yeah, of course, major props to athletic director for Western Boone, Jeremy Dexter. He paid that fee for us to not have to do pay-per-view and keep our own live stream going, and he's done a whole lot for us, and he really deserves some recognition from us. We are thankful for what he does for us here at WBTV. He cares about our broadcast and making sure our these boys out here playing football get their chance to be seen by the people at home who couldn't make it to the game.
Yep.
So
he gives us room in our home press box every week. We have a sign there. Nobody else sits there. It's always WBTV Sports. In fact, he's actually told commercial radio stations to nope, there's no room in the press box because our student broadcasters are going to be doing a game this weekend. So love to see that dedication.
Yeah, it's always something very nice to see, especially from us here at WBTV. And it is sad that we can't cover the game next week. As of now, who knows? Things could change.
Things always could change, that's for sure.
But that would be an amazing game to cover. I would love to do that. And
can we put a shameless plug in? Because, Colin, you are a senior. Maggie's a senior. I need a new crew next year. So if you are going to be a junior or senior next year in the North-South Crawfordsville Webo schools, I need you next year because, talk about big shoes to fill, Colin. But I think we got to get that next group up, and I need new broadcasters next year. So sign up for Radio TV. Is that a shameless plug?
Oh, absolutely not. And
okay.
I'm going to add to that too. We definitely need people. We don't have anybody taking president this year. Trying to get out there and get this experience. And I'm willing to come. I'll be in college next year, most likely at Ball State. I'm willing to drive all the way back to Webo or all the way back to whatever school we might be facing and work with you and teach you for a couple of games and then let you take the ropes.
I appreciate that, but I may not allow you to come back because you're going to be too busy doing your Ball State games, and I wish you the best at Ball State if that's where you truly go, and if you do, you'll do great there.
Thank you, Mr. Foxworthy. Here we have Josiah Smith with the kickoff.
Hey, it's time for some football.
There it goes, deep back there. That's going to be caught by, I believe that's Sam Line. Yes, it is Sam Line catching that ball and really we've seen a lot of kickoff returns from him. Not too far down the field, though. I mean, that was stopped around. It was stopped right at the 20. Not a very good field position for the Mounties. But, of course, we'll have to see if they can work with it, see what they do next. Maybe we'll see some longer plays from them because we've just seen, extremely, short plays from them tonight. With this being 1st and 10, of course, down by 35 points. We'll just have to see what they pull next. That's going to be heavy set formation.
23.
That was a toss back to number 23, Carson Chad. That might have been recovered by Western Boone. It was.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That make that 3 turnovers for the night against Southmont. Wow.
Hard to win a ball game, Colin, with 3 turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, especially at the beginning of the second half, it's going to take a lot for Southmont here to get back.
Yeah, Carson had a nice, strong run going there, but just wasn't able to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that is a strength that you need if you're going to be playing as running back. You just got to be able to hold onto the ball and tuck it in as well as you can. Western Boone has been very strong with that this season, and Southmont has been strong with it throughout this game, but right there's a bit of a slip-up.
Yep, Will Cody just checked in for the Mounties.
Heavy set formation. Casey Baird on the move. That's going to be tossed back to him.
Get around the corner.
That's an off-tackle run, but he was stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep. I like the patience of Baird on that play there. He's like, there's nothing there. Let's stop. Let's take a look. Dance around a little bit. Unfortunately, he was able to find a hole.
Baird and Miller are 2 extremely similar players throughout the night. I mean, throughout the season as well, because what they do whenever they're catching the ball, it's usually short passes to them, but when they're handed the ball, they run towards that off tackle. That's Casey Baird on the move again. That's going to be a handoff to number 16 for the Stars. That is Mason Amick.
Yeah, Amick with a nice run there. Brings up 3rd down.
So it looks like Weibo's bringing in some of their younger guys. Normally this is what they do when they are ahead by quite a bit. Pelly, like I said earlier, he likes to get those younger guys in as much as he can to get them that experience. So we'll see some younger guys come in here towards the second half here.
Yep, nice to get some playing time for him.
That's going to be a heavy set formation. Mitch Miller on the move.
Oh.
Another handoff to Amick,
Nice.
but stopped.
Yeah, nice tackle by number 9. That's the name we've called a lot tonight. That's Wyatt Woodall. That was a really nice open field tackle.
That's going to make it 4th and 10, I believe. He might have gained a yard. 2 yards there. 4th and 8 now. We'll have to see if the Stars want to go for it.
Oh, they are. They're deep enough.
Yeah, Pelly always goes for it in the second half if the Stars are ahead. He has that aggression, so.
Oh, good job, Elliott.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That was passed to.
I think it was Mitch Miller, number 11.
Yeah, number 11, Mitch Miller. Down for that first down right there. Very impressive catch.
Yes, it was. And that was Elliott had to scramble to get out of the pocket there. He had some good defenders on him there, and he was able to spin out of it and make a completion to Miller.
Elliott Young this season has had a lot of really great success handling pressure. Last season, of course, that wasn't much of a strength for him, but he's really, really focused on it this season.
Oh, he's a smart player.
Heavy set. Casey Baird on the move.
Oh, he had a head of steam.
That is.
No, that looked like Miller.
I think that was Amick.
Was it?
That it was handed off to. Yep, that was Amick. Very impressive there from Amick, being such a young player. Let me see what grade he's in. He is a freshman.
Holy cow.
Wow. That's the second freshman I've seen this season playing extremely well.
I think we're going to be calling his name a lot in the next couple of years.
Absolutely. Weibo has a bright future ahead of them. That's a heavy set formation. That's Mitch Miller on the move. Another handoff to Amick. Is that going to be in? That is a touchdown for Western Boone. Outstanding there from the freshman, Mason Amick. He's going to go to school and brag to all of his friends about how he got some awesome plays tonight.
I think so.
That's always how it goes for those underclassmen who get to play. It's always very fun to see.
Yep, it's a good feeling to get out there and make a difference as an underclassman.
Josiah Smith might not be doing the kick. That looks to be number 10 for the Stars. Jake Taylor, getting some younger guys out there, getting some experience. Yeah, we'll have to see how he does with this kick. That's going to be... That's good. Awesome.
Yeah, nice job.
Very
Jake
good
Taylor.
kick from Jake Taylor. Jake Taylor for the Stars. He is a junior this year, so he's an upperclassman there. He is a 5'8", 145-pound junior. We haven't seen a whole lot of action from him. He's not a starter for the team, but extremely impressive kick there. Obviously, he'll be a good backup for Josiah Smith if he can get more experience in this season.
Absolutely. You want to do a break?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go to a break here on WBTV. We'll be back with the rest of the game after this.
Do you need shirts for a school, business, club, or anything else? Give Willie Smith and Smith Tees Screen Printing a call. Smith Tees will give you excellent service with satisfaction guaranteed. Just call 765-436-7930.
Here we go.
Here we have a kickoff from Josiah Smith. There it is. It's up, and that is going to be caught by, it looks like, number 5, Line.
There's a flag.
There's a flag on the play. As that gets sorted out, I'd like to give a shout-out to the 6th grade football team for Western Boone as they are playing the Sagamore Conference Championship tomorrow. So good luck to them. And, getting those young guys out there, getting that experience. It's great to hear.
Going to be a holding against Southmont.
Well, that is going to put Weibo in a good position as defenders. We've only seen Southmont go past the 50-yard line a handful of times tonight, and that was the same thing last week against Hammond Central. They only got past the 50-yard line twice, so we'll have to see if that's going to be another common theme tonight.
Yeah, it's looking like it right now. The ball is placed to the 21-yard line as Southmont gets set 1st and 10.
Looks like Western Boone has a lot of younger guys out there. Some of them are starters, of course, but they don't get a whole lot of playing time out there. So it's always nice to see these younger guys. The score is going to be 42-0 now. Heavy set formation, line on the move.
And there we go.
That was a handoff to number 9, Woodall, for the Mounties. Plenty of action from him tonight, of course, being, the star running back that he is for Southmont. That's going to bring it down to 2nd and 3rd. Good position for the Mounties to get a first down. Question is, can they get around the D-line for Western Boone? Heavy set formation. That's going to be, I believe that was number 11. That was Cornelius on the move, and then it was tossed back to him.
Yeah, Luke Barta in on the tackle along with a couple other stars, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 3.
Luke Barta, we don't see a whole lot of action from him.
Yeah, nice to be able to call his name.
Absolutely. He's a junior this year, so of course I'm sure next year we'll see a lot more action from him. So we'll just have to see what comes next. Southmont discussing this next play. There they go. Spread formation there. Possibly a pass.
Yeah, up to the near side.
There's the snap.
Oh, he's not.
That's going to be a pass.
Oh, he's got a rifle.
Almost interception.
Yep. Who is that intended for?
That was intended for number. Let me get my binoculars.
He needs to turn.
That's number 24.
Yep. For the Mounties, number 24 is
EJ
Brewer. Yep.
EJ Brewer. Yeah, we've seen some action from him tonight. I think the most action we've seen from him is as a receiver, but they're not a very pass-heavy team, so you can't expect most of their passes to be successful. But that's all right. There's going to be a punt, with it being 4th and 4. That's going to be caught by.
No. They got lucky.
Whoa.
Western Boone got very lucky here.
Number 4, Ryan Taylor for the Stars,
Bobbled
diving
the ball.
on that.
Yeah, bobbled the ball.
Slipped right out from under him.
And he was like, hey, I think I need to jump on that. What is happening here? Okay. Looks like
we seem to be having some technical issues.
I'm going to go change the battery, Colin. You got this?
Absolutely, yeah. So right there from the Stars, we had a pretty impressive recovery. You know, it slipped right from Ryan Taylor, and some of the Southmont players were trying to dive right on top of that. You know, of course, their instincts there as players. And as soon as Ryan Taylor saw the ball slip from them, he hopped on it again. And now Weebo has possession. It looks like it's going to be a heavy set formation. Casey Baird on the move. That's going to be a handoff to number 16, Amick again. He's going. That's going to be a first down for sure. Down to the 31 or 32-yard line. Impressive run from the freshman, Mason Amick. Wow. Lots of great runs from him tonight. Fox, you missed a pretty good run there from Mason Amick. Yeah, that was, how much was that? 22-yard run.
Yeah, I was changing the battery. Roll Grant Prickett. He's up there running the camera, doing a great job for me, but he needs a battery.
Yeah.
So we got him set up with a battery.
Well, that is good. We have our camera back again. Sorry about that, folks. Of course, it happens during every broadcast. That's Casey Baird on the move.
Elliot's thinking this one over a little bit.
Heavy set formation. That was a handoff, I believe, to Amick again. But he's going to be stopped barely past the line of scrimmage. Looks like that's going to be a gain of 1 yard, 2 yards. That's going to be 2nd and 8 now for the Stars. We'll have to see what comes next from Western Boone. With how things are going right now, I do see another handoff to Amick, but maybe trying to switch up and get some passes out there would be good. Heavy set formation, probably a run. That's Mitch Miller on the move. That is another handoff right down the middle. That might have been Amick. I might have seen another number, though.
Looks like number 16 had the ball.
Yep, that's Amick.
Yep. It's not easy calling a game with binoculars, Colin. I don't know how you do it.
It's tough. I learned from the best, Nathaniel Finch. He always brought binoculars to every game, so I figured I should too. I've just gotten used to them, and I have to say they help quite a bit. Of course, having to focus them every couple of plays is no fun.
That's for sure.
And with the screen in front of us, in front of the window, it's kind of blurring things.
Right.
But
and when you get old like me, Colin, you can't even see on a good day.
Heavy set formation. Baird on the move. That's going to be a handoff to Amick again. Wow, that was what a train of a player.
Absolutely.
That was 3rd and 8, and that's going to bring it to first down. Chains are moving.
Yep, nice to see that. Gain of 13 on the play for the young one.
42-0 reads the score. We'll see what happens next with Western Boone.
I might even remember to change the score this time, Colin.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'll try and remind you on that one.
We'll get Allison back here next week or the week after.
Allison is an amazing technical director. You know, props to her. You know, she is behind the computer for most of the game, so you don't really hear her, so you have to give her a shout-out.
Yeah.
There's Baird on the move, heavy set formation. Oh, that's going to be a toss back to Baird, off-tackle run. Oh, and he's going to be brought down about halfway through, making it probably 2nd and 5th, I believe. Maybe 2nd and 4th? Or 2nd and 4. Oh, 2nd and 5. Look at me. Great guesses.
One or the other
tonight.
there, yeah.
Clock's running down. 3 seconds left. Western Boone is just walking out. That's going to end the third quarter for us.
All right, end of the third.
Western Boone up 42-0. We're going to take a break here on WBTV. We'll be back with coverage of this game.
Professional Plumbing Solutions is a proud supporter of WBTV Sports and everything Western Boone. Give owner Jeremy Young a call for anything plumbing related. He has over 20 years of experience and is licensed and insured. From new construction to remodeling and any job in between, give them a call at 765-891-0150. That's Professional Plumbing Solutions.
Welcome back here to Southmont High School. The Mounties hosting Western Boone with a score of 42-0. Western Boone leading 12 minutes into the fourth quarter just beginning. Second and fifth here for the Stars.
This game has flown by, Colin.
Absolutely. This has to be one of the fastest games I've ever done. I made a joke that we'd be home by 9:30, and it's honestly looking like that right now.
Yeah, I might even make it sooner because I can see the lights of Southmont from my front yard.
Absolutely. Wow. That's funny. I mean, because both teams, run the ball quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Heavy set formation here.
Oh, we have a new quarterback. Brandon Potter's our quarterback.
Looks like number 17 ran that ball for the Stars.
Brandon Potter, the freshman, 5'7", 145 pounds.
Lots of young players going out there for Western Boone with such a heavy lead from the Stars. This has to be one of the best games that we've seen from Western Boone this season.
Sure. One of the things I like about Potter is he's a smart player for just such a young athlete, and just get him a little bit more weight and a little bit more height, but he's already got it between the ears, and that's the important part about a quarterback.
Absolutely. He'll grow into it for sure.
Absolutely.
Heavy set formation. That looks like it was a run right down the middle, handed off to number 17 for the Stars once again. Gain of 1 yard.
Yep, going to bring up fourth and about 2 for Western Boone.
So we'll see if they go for it. My prediction is yes. It was such a heavy lead and so late into the game. Pelly's going to have that aggression of just, go for it. Let's see if we can get that first down. And it looks like they are going for it. I want to see some of these younger guys pass. It's a heavy set formation here.
Yeah, I haven't seen him pass much.
I don't think I've seen him pass at all this season. Are they going to get it? No, they are not. Just short. But that's okay. No big deal for the Stars as we now switch it over to Southmont possession.
And they got a long way to go.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah, 90 yards for a score.
Western Boone going for it was honestly probably the only option they had
It's a right
this far.
play. Yeah, they probably could have gotten a field goal, but they're wanting the touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And, it's no major loss to them, with Southmont being, what is that? They're on the 10 with possession, so,
Right.
that's tough for them.
Probably their worst field position of the night.
Absolutely. Of course, not by choice. But
Right, of course. Oh, nice hole.
there was a rush up the middle there from number 20 for Southmont. That is Killian Kalin. We've seen we've seen some good plays from him throughout the night, some good runs. So, we'll have to see what the Mounties do here. 2nd and 6 now.
I think that tackle was number 8. Was that Cole Wiley, sophomore? Number 8?
It might have been. I wouldn't be surprised with such young guys out here. Yeah, I believe that is.
His jersey's kind of bunched up there, but I'm pretty sure that's who that was.
Yeah, we saw some action from him last week, yeah.
Okay, good.
That's a heavy set formation from Southmont. Number 11 on the move. That's going to be run up the middle from, I think that was Carson Chad. That might have been, I believe that was Carson Chad. Couldn't get a good look on the number there. It was pretty bunched up between the Weibo players. That was number 20 running that. My apologies there. That was Kalen once again with the run.
Yep, McMasters is checking in now for the Mounties.
Game update right now from Allison Guard. North Montgomery is losing 39-0 against Tri-West. That was a heavy set formation. Looks like it's a run up the middle. Being stopped right there. It looks like it's going to be a first down for the Mounties. Yes, the chains are a-moving.
Yep, number 20 was the ball runner on that one.
Yeah, number 20, Kalen there.
Yeah.
With some really impressive runs throughout the night.
Mounties moved the chains. They got a little bit of momentum going here. But at this point in time, the clock is just their worst enemy right now. They just do not have time to mount a real comeback.
Absolutely. 7:45 on the clock, fourth quarter, 1st and 10. Oh, there's a flag on the play right off the bat. Number 11 there.
Yep.
Cornelius was on the move.
Said, encroachment.
Encroachment against Western Boone.
Got a little aggressive there, Colin.
That's going to push it back a couple of yards, or forward, I should say, for the Mounties.
Yeah, going to be a 1st and 5. You got to like that setup there.
Absolutely, that's good for them. You know, they have a good field position here, or not field position, but position for that first down.
Yeah, this would be a great opportunity for a nice pass down the field. We have a new quarterback.
We have another quarterback
number
for Southmont.
3. Yep.
That's number 3,
yeah,
Nolan Boyer.
Oh,
man, that was. Is that going to be a touchdown?
Yes, it is.
No, that was close. Wow. Down to the 3-yard line. That was an interception.
Number 3, Boyer with the save there, the last second there.
Wow. Number 3 for the Stars, Cannon Bruins, picking that. Very, very impressive there. Bruins overall is another great player you see from Western Boone. Western Boone has a lot of younger players that can play any position and play those positions extremely well.
Yep.
Bruins being one of them. That was extremely impressive.
3 had the tackle. No, their 3 had the tackle. That's right. Oh, I don't know who our went. Bruins wasn't even on the floor. I called
heavy set formation. Number 23 for the Stars on the move. Is that going to be? No, that's not going to be enough for the touchdown. But, of course, it is extremely close. 2nd and 2 here. And that is in the red. So, right now, Western Boone has an extremely high chance of getting this touchdown if they play their cards right. They have a lot of young guys out there, so this is a good experience for them, to learn what to do in a situation like this. They have a very heavy D-line right now because the Mounties are focused on not letting them run the ball, which is really the only thing that the Stars can do unless they get a toss back and get an off-tackle run. Heavy set formation from the Stars once again. Number 23 on the move for the Stars.
Ooh, Potter wants to keep it.
Quarterback keeper from Potter. And that's going to be good for another touchdown from Western Boone, bringing our score up to 48-0.
Nice job, Brandon.
Absolutely impressive. We have seen so many great plays tonight from the younger guys. I mean, it's really nice to see. I haven't seen Marcus Fortner out there yet. We saw him last week with some really, really great runs and a touchdown on the night. It was a pretty long run for a touchdown, too. I can't remember how long exactly, but, these freshmen are extremely impressive so far, which, gets me excited for these upcoming seasons for Western Boone. There's the kick. Looks to be from number 10.
Yeah, Jake Taylor.
Jake Taylor with the kick.
Nice job.
That's good. That's going to bring it up to 49-0. Look at that.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a break here on WBTV. We'll be back with coverage after this.
Do you need shirts for a school, business, club, or anything else? Give Willie Smith and Smith Tees Screen Printing a call. Smith Tees will give you excellent service with satisfaction guaranteed. Just call 765-436-7930.
Welcome back here to Western Boone. Western Boone's game against Southmont. Southmont hosting tonight. Western Boone up 49-0.
Just over 5 minutes here in the game. We're rolling.
Here's a kick from Taylor, number 10 for the Stars. It's going to be caught by...
As we rush for our binoculars. 25.
Number 25 for the Mounties.
That's Williams, Marlon Williams.
Not a starter for Southmont, but getting that experience out there. That is good for him. It seems like Southmont is getting their younger guys out there. Some players going in, some coming out. Number 3 for the Mounties going in, that is Nolan Boyer. He is the starter. We've seen some action from him tonight. I'm sure the Mounties are trying to keep their offense strong right now. That is a heavy set formation. That's a handoff to... Couldn't quite get it there.
33.
Number 33, Jackson Bushong. Yeah, like I said, looks like they're getting some younger guys out there to get that experience, which is, really good for them. Something you always like to see out here.
Yep, and McMasters is checking back in for the Mounties.
McMasters is a defensive starter, so it's interesting to see him out there playing offense on the night. Heavy set formation.
Oh. Nice tackle by
That
number
one
23.
Was tough there
Evan
against
Trent.
Yeah, against number 32, Micah Kiger for the Mounties. And it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 15 here.
Yeah, loss of 5 on that play.
That's pretty tough for the Mounties, but we'll have to see what they do here. Maybe they'll get a pass in. Who knows? Honestly, that might be their best shot at a first down within these next 2 plays. But, of course, I'm no coach, so I can't really decide that.
Hunter MacArthur checked into 100-pound freshman.
Heavy set formation. That's going to be a handoff right up the middle. It's going to be stopped by Western Boone extremely fast there.
Yes, it was. 33, the ball carrier.
Yeah, number 33 once again, Jackson Bushong. We'll have to see what the Mounties have planned for this 4th and 15. Looks like they're going to punt it.
Yep.
Their punter being number 13, Aaron McMasters. There's the punt. A little short there.
Not a bad punt right at midfield.
Just in front of the 50.
There's my boy, number 19, the 100-pounder. Hunter MacArthur downs it.
Look at him. He's a freshman, you said?
Yep.
He's got some enthusiasm out there.
I love it. Nope. Yep.
Look at those players out there. It's nice to see a different variety of players from both teams as they're just thrown in their underclassmen, get some experience, get that Friday Night Light feeling before, they move on and become the upperclassmen and basically become the stars of the show. Give them a taste of what the future might bring for them.
Potter's getting his troops ready. Breaking the huddle.
Sitting at the 51-yard line, or 49-yard line, my apologies. That's a heavy set formation from the Stars. That's number 24. Pass back to Marcus Fortner, the freshman.
He almost had some daylight there.
One of the star freshman running backs for the Stars. I've loved, seeing him in action throughout some of these past games. I mean, he's just out here really pushing it. That's going to bring it to 2nd and 8. That's a gain of 2 yards for Marcus Fortner. There go the Stars. I'd like to see these younger guys get a pass out there. I haven't seen a single pass when they get the underclassmen out here, but it's another heavy set formation. Marcus Fortner on the move.
Oh, nice hole.
That's going to be a handoff to Amick, I believe. And he's going to get that first down at around the 33-yard line. 32-yard line, it looks like.
Colin, I believe that's going to be it.
Well, 19 seconds left on the clock. Western Boone most likely just going to let it run. Yep, it looks like their players are going back over to the sidelines. What a game for Western Boone tonight.
And they're doing the COVID wave.
Well, what a game for Western Boone. That is a win of 49-0. And that'll bring them up in Sagamore Conference. That is very exciting news for them. being number 3 in the conference before.
Sure.
Southmont being number 4. What an amazing game. We'll go ahead and take a break here really quick on Western Boone Radio TV Network, and we'll be right back.
Professional Plumbing Solutions is a proud supporter of WBTV Sports and everything Western Boone. Give owner Jeremy Young a call for anything plumbing related. He has over 20 years of experience and is licensed and insured. From new construction to remodeling and any job in between, give them a call at 765-891-0150. That's Professional Plumbing Solutions.
Welcome back to Southmont High School hosting the Western Boone Stars. That is a victory from Western Boone on the night. 49-0 reads the scoreboard. What a great game that was tonight. It's not even 9 o'clock and this is over, and that you can expect from two heavy running teams. Very similar offenses overall. It's just Western Boone was able to hone in and focus and adapt to what Southmont was doing. Southmont was not so lucky, but we did see some good plays from them tonight. Looking at some of the stats here at the end of the game, Western Boone rushed 32 times for a total of 140 yards on the night, while Southmont rushed 29 times with a rushing yardage of 70 on the night. So when it comes to passes, Western Boone had 8 pass completions and 12 attempts, while Southmont had 2 pass completions, 8 attempts, and 1 interception. There were 4 turnovers on the night against Southmont. That is not something that you like to see, but, of course, Western Boone's defense out there is an extremely strong defense. That's something you got to expect a lot of tonight. But, I think that'll do it for us here at WBTV. I'd like to give a big shout-out to Mr. Foxworthy here with me for doing my the color commentary with me and filling in as Maggie Michael and Allison Gard are out. He also ran production truck, doing all the technical things. He did a great job of that. Big thanks to Mr. Don Gray for running stats for us tonight. A big thanks to Grant Prickett for running our camera. Even though we had those battery issues, we were able to resolve those very fast. And a major thanks to Southmont's athletic office and to the school corporation for letting us work up here in the press box. And a major shout out to Western Boone's athletic department for all their support and everything they do for us here for WBTV. This broadcast would not be possible without you viewers at home. So thank you for tuning in. That's gonna be all for us here for WBTV. A major win here from the Stars, and that'll do it for us. I'm Colin Marth. Have a great night.